Everyone in Istanbul knows that lonely tower rising from the waters of Üsküdar, the Maiden's Tower, a silent guardian that has watched over the Bosphorus for centuries. But beneath its calm beauty lies something far older and far more mysterious than anyone imagined. No one knows exactly when it was built. Some records trace its origins back to 341 BC. In ancient times, it was called Damalis and Leandros. During the Byzantine era, it was known as Arkla, the Little Castle. After the Ottoman conquest, it was rebuilt again and again, surviving fires, earthquakes, and wars, standing like a stone witness to history itself. At one point, it was even used to collect taxes from ships passing through the Bosphorus. A massive chain once stretched from the tower to the European shore. A barrier across the water. Eventually, the chain broke, the tower crumbled, and was rebuilt once more. But what truly made the Maiden's Tower famous was not its stones, but its curse. Long ago, a king was told by an oracle that his beloved daughter would be bitten by a snake and die on her 18th birthday. Terrified, he built a tower in the middle of the sea, believing the waters would keep her safe. For years, she lived there, isolated but alive, until one day, a basket of grapes arrived from the palace. Hidden among the fruit, a small snake. The prophecy was fulfilled. The princess died that night. Her body was placed in an iron coffin and buried at the entrance of Hagia Sophia. Even today, people say 2 holes remain in the lid, where the serpent once entered. But maybe this was only the surface of a much deeper story. In the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Kahf tells the story of Prophet Moses and Khidr, 2 men who met at the place where the 2 seas meet. The text never names this place, yet some ancient scholars believed those 2 seas were none other than the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara. And exactly where they meet stands the Maiden's Tower. In spiritual tradition, it is said, Prophet Khidr was an ocean of inner knowledge, the wisdom of what lies unseen. Moses, an ocean of outer knowledge, the understanding of the visible world. 2 men, 2 seas of knowledge, and at the point where they met, 2 mysteries became one. The Maiden's Tower, they say, was built as the seal of that meeting, a silent monument marking where divine wisdom touched the shore of human understanding. Centuries later, in 1923, a British antique collector named Sir Francis Crick heard a knock on his door in London. A weary man with a heavy accent stood there, holding an old leather notebook. Inside were sketches of the Maiden's Tower, but the tower was drawn with 3 levels, and strange Arabic inscriptions filled the margins. At first, Crick thought it was a forgery, but something about the drawings caught his attention. They showed a hidden passage beneath the tower, a tunnel leading down to another structure, built deep under the sea. The text described an ancient mechanism that could fill and empty the chamber with water, and even the shape of the key that opened it. Crick's curiosity soon turned into obsession. He tried to track down the man who sold him the notebook, but the stranger had vanished. So, using the sketches, Crick had the key forged by a blacksmith. Years later, in August 1960, he traveled to Istanbul to uncover the truth himself. With the help of the British Embassy, he received official permission to examine the tower, under one condition: a Turkish guard would accompany him at all times. Crick, desperate for privacy, bribed the guard with a suitcase of gold. That night, he finally entered the tower alone. He began to dig beneath the stone floor, first one rock, then another, and then, under layers of ancient stone, he found it, a corroded iron door. Its keyhole twisted by centuries of rust. The key wouldn't fit. Instead, Crick mixed a chemical acid strong enough to burn through metal. As the iron hissed and melted away, a dark, narrow tunnel appeared before him. He tied a rope around his waist and descended into the blackness. Water dripped from the walls. The air was thick and cold. 35 meters below the tower, he reached a vast chamber. Its ceiling arched like a dome, its walls covered in faded frescoes no one could identify. Rotten wooden furniture littered the floor. Tables, shelves, maybe a desk once used by someone long forgotten. But then he saw it. A symbol carved deep into the stone wall. Not Byzantine, not Ottoman. Something else entirely. Lying nearby was a short sword. Its handle so small, it could only have been used by a child, or perhaps a dwarf. Crick took photographs, grabbed the sword, and sealed the tunnel before leaving the tower. Decades later, carbon dating confirmed the sword was between 1,600 and 2,000 years old. But the symbol on the wall, no historian could ever decipher it. Crick kept the secret until his death in 2004. Afterward, his grandson discovered a safe deposit box containing the notebook, the sword, and 30 black and white photographs of what lay beneath the Maiden's Tower. So what was that hidden structure? A shelter built during ancient wars? A temple? Or something far more profound? A connection point between worlds? Some old maps of Istanbul mention a web of tunnels running beneath the city, stretching from Hagia Sophia and the Basilica Cistern all the way under the Bosphorus, reaching the islands beyond the Marmara Sea. And some believe these passages were built long before Byzantium ever existed. Perhaps the Maiden's Tower isn't just a monument. Perhaps it's a seal, marking where two seas, two forms of knowledge, and two worlds once met. The truth may never be known, but sometimes legends are simply the echoes of reality, and some secrets were never meant to be opened. TimeVault Studios, some legends hide the truth.